Welcome back at Ask the Professor from the MOOC, an integral approach of railway engineering. And here we are sitting at the TU Delft campus, just enjoying the sunshine, and hopefully you also have sunshine, because I had sunshine because of your questions. Hopefully you really enjoy the first weeks, and I also enjoy your questions, and there was still a lot. One of the questions I got from you was about the concessions. What about the concessions, and what is the best way you get the highest efficiency out of these concessions? Is it when it is state-owned or when it is really business-wise and managed in that way? I think there is not just one solution for that, because you have passenger trains, so just the passengers itself only, and you have freight trains. When you look at freight trains, it is easy to make it commercial. That's how it works already in practice in the world. But passenger trains, that's a difficult one, because passenger trains, you need extra money from the government to make the ticket per passenger. In that way, you can allow and to pay it, so you get passengers. Otherwise, when the price is high, you never get anything. So I think, what is the best choice? It's hard to say, but the concession you need, and mostly when it is passengers, you need some help from the government. We talk about extreme weather. Here I'm sitting in the sunshine enjoying the spring weather, but when you have a summer problem, that's different when you have winter problems. This question, some student from Sweden asked me, what about when it is freezing and very cold, like in the north of Sweden, and you like to couple the trains? Then you have a problem, of course, when there is snow or ice in between, and you have disruptions, and what you don't like. So mostly, when you have passenger trains, you have just fixed amount of wagons in one train, or one train system, you could say. And when you have to couple, there's always a problem, but you can also play around with heat or heat input, so the coupling is not freezing at all. Another problem with extreme weather, like ice, is when you have ice inside the parts in the assets, like a switch or a switch blade. When a train is going over a switch, and of course you have the frog, so the train is a little moving around, so the ice will go down in between the tongue of the switch, and then the switch is not moving because ice is in between. Of course you can say, of course we have heating systems and we're heating up the ice, but that takes time. So in between we have really a problem. In Holland what we do, we use anti-icing spraying or some fluid. We put and we spray under the full train, so ice will not collect and not freeze at all. And I think that would be a predefined solution, that we don't have these disturbances. The typical question was about the coupling of the wagons from Sweden. Of course, when you have to couple and it doesn't work, you have a problem. So how to solve it? I would say don't couple, or make some heat in between, so you don't ever have ice problems at all. It's possible. Another question I got is about when the station, for example, is blocked and we have predefined solutions. Is that how it works, and why does it work, and how it is related in the buffering you need in the station? Mostly when you have a blocked station because of a disruption or there is a train broken down, then everything is totally stopped. And then you have a traffic jam. So when you have a traffic jam, how to salute that? And therefore you need time, and time means you get more trains in this traffic jam, and how to solve that. So the big problem is you need time to solve the blocked problem, and you don't have that time because new trains are coming in. That's why you need buffers. When you don't have buffers, then you have really a problem how to get trains inside without any more disturbances. So what I mean by buffer is more platforms in a station. So when you need time to do the predefined solutions and to reinvent the new timetable, then it is easy when you have buffers, more platforms, so you can park in your trains without any disturbances. So I think that's how you play the predefined solutions, and how to continue and finish these problems when you have a blocked station. The last question I would like to discuss with you is about how to make welded track, and what about thermal expansions joints, and how much expand you have when the sun is shining or when it is very cold. The real answer, and the only answer, is there is no difference when you make this construction right. So continuously welded or thermal expansion joints in the system, the tension or the expansion will be the same. It sounds a little difficult, and it is because it is a total different system. But at the end, the train has to just go over without any problems. So there must be no difference. Otherwise, maybe you get a derailment or buckling, or you get a rail break. That's what you don't like. But that's really a typical in-depth question, and therefore I recommend you to follow up this MOOC. We have a professional education modules, you could say, and that's a full view of how the system works, how you build, how to do operations, and also how to maintain and go on in the life cycle as a full system. And there we explain exactly what we do with thermal expansion joints and continuously welded track. So I really recommend that for you. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Keep the spirit high, and let's go on for the next weeks. Enjoy!